Good evening and welcome to Sheffield Hallam News. My name is Stuti Dixit and here are the top stories for tonight. There has been a memorial service at a church in Swillington in Leeds today. It was for a boy named Ben Manning, aged 17. He died during a night out in Wakefield last week. It is believed he was walking home but fell into a river and drowned. His body was found 3 days later in the River Calder. Hundreds of his friends and family attend the memorial service at St Mary's Church. John Smith brings you the story.
Hundreds packed into St Mary's Church in Swillington. Family, friends and classmates gathered to celebrate the life of the talented 17-year-old A-level student who was hoping to become a history teacher.
He was going on to university, got acceptance with York and Leeds University, pending his results, to go there and study history with a Russian Revolution in particular. And Ben wanted to be a history teacher, and then with his music, I mean the band he was in, he was moving on to a new band and doing some new bits now, but he was learning to go from being a guitarist to a bass guitarist, and he just loved it.
Ben's body was recovered by police divers in the River Calder in Wakefield 2 weeks ago. The teenager disappeared after a night out with friends. Members of his family joined police during daily searches in and around the city centre. More than 20,000 people signed a Find Ben Manning Facebook page. Today in church, the congregation heard a number of moving tributes from those who knew and loved him.
Ben were an amazing brother, friend, uncle and son to me, my mum and dad. He enriched the lives of anybody that met him. I mean that's apparent in the memories we've got.
The family were aware that lots of people have been following the journey of Ben, and lots of people have known Ben, so have been wanting to mark the end of his life in some way. And they had a private ceremony yesterday just for the family, but they wanted this to be an opportunity for everybody to come together.
Ben's passion in life was music. Some of his favourite songs were played during today's service. Now, in his memory, the family are setting up a foundation to provide less fortunate children the opportunity to get into music.
Moving on, to celebrate International Women's Day, a 3-day conference will be held at York University. The event is designed to be both local and global, with delegates from various nations to celebrate activist creativity and advance feminist work. Kathy Killick is doing the story for Hallam News.
Knickers, briefs, undies or utilitarian pants. Call them what you will, these ladies' undergarments have all been donated in the name of art. They're being cut and sewn and strung together to make knicker bunting as part of a feminist carnival in York.
The carnival is about two things. It's about celebration of the amazing things that women do, but it's also about activism, about how we can change our lives.
And some people just walk past it and think it's bunting and don't even realise.
By their very nature, knickers are highly personal items and a big part of women's lives. Artist Julia Tristan wants to tap into this intimacy and reveal the myriad stories knickers can tell.
Somebody gave me their knickers that they had for one of the birth of their children and the story about that. Somebody gave me some knickers that she was wearing when she had her first kiss. Somebody has given me their luckiest knickers. And there's all sorts of stories that have come in.
The finished bunting is strung on what else knicker elastic and is fantastically colourful and varied. Each little knicker flag is weighted with a carefully stitched button. After the carnival, it'll be given to York University for display, flying the flag for real women of all shapes and sizes.
There has been a demonstration in the centre of Huddersfield against cuts being introduced by the Kirklees Council. The council needs to save £8 million this year and 300 jobs could be lost. 800 people took part in the demonstration in the town centre today. Many were from trade unions such as Unison and Unite. It was peaceful and nobody was arrested. The job losses are expected to affect teachers, social and care workers. Well, the company which makes the board game Monopoly is producing a new version about Bradford. The board game of Monopoly was first produced 75 years ago. 275 million boards have been sold and are available in 111 countries. It will feature some of the most popular places in the city. There are currently versions available for Leeds and Sheffield as well as other parts of England. You can make your suggestions at monopoly.com. Once all suggestions are assessed, the new version will go into production and will be available in stores October in time for Christmas. While two of the most popular places in Yorkshire are Shambles shopping area and Haworth near Bradford, and they are both being nominated to become World Heritage Sites. The Shambles is an ancient shopping area right in the centre of York. Haworth is best known as home of Bronte sisters, writers of Britain's famous literary classics. A decision will be made over the next few days. If they will get the World Heritage, this would mean they would provide a huge boost to the tourist industry. Well, that's all from Shoe News this evening. Good night. Hold on.